Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Pay attention, son. This is for your own good.
Look at me, I'm a big shot. I have a phone. I don't wake up in a dumpster every morning. I probably have a pocket to keep my phone in, too.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Stay woke, people.
I love jello pudding pop. My son Theo loves jello pudding pop.
Pleased to present for your consideration.
Well, let's start the insanity.
Hey, one's Fat and Holly, the other's Red and Jolly. Together they make Two Broke Dads.
What's Fat and Holly? What's Holly?
I don't know. It's from the song.
All right.
I knew you'd call me out on that.
Sorry, my bad.
I have no clue.
From the song, from two Christmas songs.
Yes.
I don't know if I should say it because I haven't trademarked it yet.
Uh-oh.
Can I do a TM verbal trademark?
Sure.
I'm going to open an online store.
Okay. Oh.
Do you know about it? Did I tell you? Oh, I don't know if I should share.
I think so, because I think I've had a similar thought.
Yeah.
But,
it's two different online stores.
okay.
So Don's Gay Apparel. It's all Christmas sweaters.
I love it.
It's all Christmas sweaters. And then
Can't be woker than that.
right.
Yeah.
And Yule's Gay Tide. Which is like,
what do they sell?
it's like Christmas themed, like
I love it.
Christmas themed fishing equipment and outdoor stuff. Tide.
Don's Gay Apparel. I love.
Don's Gay Apparel.
Yeah.
Ugly Christmas sweaters. Yule's Gay Tide.
Yeah.
Outdoor store.
I like it. And
TM. Verbal trademark.
Verbal.
You can't take it.
that should be what I'll call this episode. What is it? I keep forgetting it.
Yule's Gay Tide.
Yule's Gay Tide. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Where would that store be located if it was a physical store? Probably San Francisco.
It's going to be near the Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. We're off to a great start.
Yeah.
So it's as people are listening, it's probably the day before Christmas.
They call that Christmas Eve.
Christmas. There is a technical name for it.
Most people are familiar with it.
And we'll see. Honestly, pulling the curtain away, we'll see how quick I get to edit it. Because maybe it's 2 days before Christmas. Maybe it's the day before.
That's right. Could be Christmas Eve, midnight, Christmas morning.
Ooh, it could be. You never know.
Special release.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that so people can be sitting around their fire with their digging into their stockings, listening to Two Broke Dads.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's more Christmassy than that? Can you pop my mic up a little bit?
Yes.
Because there. That's better.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
There we go.
Perfect. So
You let me do the sound, okay? No,
Sorry.
You're right. It was down. I don't know why it was down, but it was down.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I like your hat.
Yes, we both came in and realized we both had hats.
Santa hats.
Santa hats.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Christmas.
I couldn't find the traditional Santa hat. I mean, I'm sure there's one out there
Yeah.
in my size for an exorbitant amount of money, but this was at Five Below.
Oh.
And it was either this or something even more girly. So I went with the less girly option.
It doesn't look girly. I'm not sure.
It's tight. It's a child's medium, I think.
I'm not sure how long this is going to last because they're super hot.
They are warm.
They are hot. I tried. We had a little church party last Sunday, and I was trying to wear one, and I lasted like 5 minutes because I was just drenched in sweat.
But it makes you think, like, this does keep Santa's head warm while he's delivering presents.
True.
Yeah. Good job, Santa.
Yeah, smart thinking. We saw a guy today just riding around in a full Santa get-up on a motorcycle, a white motorcycle, and all he's doing is just driving around waving at kids. I was like, that would be a cool old thing to do.
Well, when we get our motorcycle and sidecar, one of us will be Santa and the other one will be an elf.
See, the problem is I'm bigger than you, so naturally I'd probably be Santa, but
the elf can drive.
I can't ride. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
we can do that. You'd be the biggest elf ever. You'd be bigger than elf. Yeah.
Will Ferrell, right?
There's
just more and more that's good about that idea.
If we can make it happen, I'm all in.
All right, I'm pricing it out.
Yeah, okay. We'll go fund it or something.
Yeah.
We'll do a GoFundMe. Hey, we got like 200 people, not quite, maybe 117 people in our Facebook group. We all can chip in together.
Way up.
Way up.
We have like 250,000.
Yeah. We probably got a couple hundred people listening.
Yeah. But you got to join so we know who you are.
Yeah. That's right. You got to join the Facebook and jump in. I feel like right now, like once a week, I'll release, hey, we're going to do this segment. ask us questions, blah, 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 and it's all just our family. So people that are not our
You
family.
got to chime in.
You got to jump in.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, for this segment of Here's How Dumb I Am.
Oh, I like this segment.
yeah.
A new segment.
So I thought that I was, technically proficient. I could not figure out how to post something to the Two Broke Dads site.
Oh.
Like easily. Like I could have copy pasted whatever. But you know how you can just share on Facebook? So I tried to share with Two Broke Dads.
Yeah.
And it became a whole thing. So that's how dumb I am. I don't know how to use Facebook.
Well, I feel like Facebook changes things all the time.
Oh.
Like just how their pages work, because I'm constantly having to relearn.
Oh, okay.
And like when I was making this page, I didn't know if I should make it a page or a group or a...
What is it?
I don't even know. I think it's a page. I don't know. It might be a group. I don't know.
A group of
Got no
pages.
clue. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's weird is I think maybe it's the soundboard because my mic is a little hotter than yours.
Yeah.
And it was the opposite last week. Your mic was a little hotter than mine.
Did you change anything?
It didn't change anything. I think it's just being weird.
It's what do they call the gremlins?
Yeah.
It's the gremlins in the
something.
sound equipment.
So I'll just back mine out a little bit here. And maybe we'll even it out.
Or it's the ghosts in the church when nobody else is around.
Well, I was here at night tonight by myself, and don't think it didn't cross my mind several times. I don't know.
What'd you say to me last night when I was coming up?
Oh, yeah.
I had to come up into the dark second floor.
To get your headphones from my office, and I said something like,
You're
don't
like,
forget,
remember,
there's not normally someone up there,
Yeah.
so the demons can run free.
right? And so I laughed a little bit, and sure enough, right, hit the dark stairwell, and I was
And
like,
it is dark because the lights don't even
Josh."
work on that side of the
Yeah,
building.
that's how I came up. I was like, Josh, why you gotta say stuff like that?
Yep. Well, I had an experience that I didn't talk about on the podcast where
Seriously? Nobody touched anything, and some
nope, spring went off in
spring
your
went
mic.
bong. What?
Oh, boy. They don't want me telling this story.
Tell the story.
I'm sitting in the sound booth, and above our sound booth in our church is just two basically empty rooms. And they're empty throughout the week. It's a wing of the church that nobody uses. Sometimes my kids will go play in there. And so I'm sitting in the church, and my wife had been in the church doing stuff earlier. And so I'm sitting there, and the kids are being so loud above me. Like, it's just boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, hey, I sent a text to Susan, hey, can you just tell the kids to keep it down a little bit? They're being real loud. She's like, we aren't even at the church. And I checked around. There was no one at the church.
Here.
I was here by myself.
And it was banging around like
It was
kids
banging
playing.
around like kids playing above me.
Oh, wow.
It could have been two homeless people, like, trying to steal a knife from each other or something, wrestling for a
But they were
turkey
gone
leg or
when you
something.
checked
But,
for 'em. Did you come up?
oh,
and
I
look?
didn't come up.
Oh.
Heck no. No.
He actually left.
I'm not like...
Got the message
That's
from
what they would do in
Susan,
an
you're
act-
like, I'm out.
That's what they would do in a scary movie.
Right.
They would come and check it out.
Yeah, aren't
No.
you always saying that? Like, don't go up there.
No.
Don't go in there.
No.
Don't go out there.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I still finished my work, but I definitely didn't come checking things
I
out.
gotcha. You know, the story of noise from above made me think about college. So you're a guitar player, and you play a couple other instruments too, the piano. And
I dabble.
okay, but you played in college, right? Did you have your guitar in your room in college?
Yeah.
You strum or
Oh, yeah.
So I remember living in the dorm my freshman year, and everybody that played an instrument had their instrument in their dorm room, and I was like,
Yeah.
I should too. So when I went home at Thanksgiving, I brought back my drum set and put it in my
boy.
dorm room, and it lasted about 14 hours. And the dean of men called me to his office and said, we've had several complaints about noise from your room. What's going on in there? I was like, I play my instrument like everybody else plays their
Yeah.
instruments. He's like, well, what is your instrument? Drums. He's like, well, you can't have drums in your dorm room. I'm like, well, then they can't have a trumpet in their dorm room. Like,
That's true. Yeah.
what's up with that? But they made a special spot for me, and it was ridiculous. I had to go all the way through to the back end of the gym, climb a straight wooden ladder that was attached to a wall into a room that was like above the stage.
Where they let you keep your
and I
drum
could
set?
put my drum set up there.
That's kind of cool.
So it was kind of crazy to get it all up there.
Yeah.
But the only time that it interfered is like during girls' basketball practice. Somebody had to come say, hey, you gotta stop.
Okay.
But other than that, I was allowed to play it anytime I wanted to.
Now, your mic is louder and mine's quieter, or I'm going crazy.
You might be crazy.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Hopefully it sounds good,
I'm sure it does.
on the recording.
Sounds good enough for us, okay?
Yeah,
Good enough for
it's
us.
good enough for two broke dads.
So we got Christmas coming up. I will be honest, I got some eggnog,
I love eggnog.
but we may want to save some for our next episode, which will happen on Monday.
Yeah.
And they'll hear it on Monday.
Why
at
do we
least.
need to save eggnog for Monday's episode? That's
Because
after
we-
Christmas.
Yeah, after Christmas, we might be eating some hot stuff. There might be a truth or chip
Oh,
happening.
yeah. Nog is probably good for that. But can we have nog
Let's have it
now
now.
and then?
I'm going to be honest, I forgot it was in the bag, and so it's been sitting out for a good 2.5 hours.
It feels
Feels a little
still
chilly.
chilled.
Yeah.
It couldn't have gone bad.
And I didn't know what the difference. So that says dairy eggnog, and then there was just a regular eggnog too that didn't specify
It was
dairy.
non-dairy eggnog.
I guess, but it looked normal.
This has a touch of cold brew coffee in it.
oh crap!
Classic
Well-
eggnog. It's actually in giant letters on the front. Classic eggnog
No
with a touch
freaking
of
wonder.
cold brew coffee. In fact, cold brew coffee is bigger than the rest of.
No wonder the other one was the normal eggnog. Oh my gosh! Well, hey, we're trying a
Do
new.
you see it now?
I see it now.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna try a new thing tonight.
I
Then.
do that all the time. That's called man vision.
Oh my
right?
gosh!
Do you spend a lot of time asking your wife where stuff is?
In the yeah.
I
Today
do.
I did it.
Grocery store or in my house, like, hey, where's my belt?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it
that's
does have a
definitely-
coffee.
That's coffee nog right
That's
there.
a coffee look right there.
Looks like melted coffee ice cream.
Maybe it'd be delicious, and we'll stumble upon something
yeah.
like our Sunkissed adventure.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, I got a Sunkist out of a vending machine last week.
I'm on to Sunkissed now.
And I was so excited to see it out in the wild.
Yep.
It was so good.
Well, let's try it. Should we try it?
We should.
Eggnog with cold brew coffee.
These are the fanciest eggnog glasses I've ever had. Long
we go
stem.
classy for Christmas.
Yeah.
This one says Platform Advertising Holiday Party 2010.
Mine says nothing, but I feel like it's our anniversary.
That is from our wedding.
Oh, is it really?
Huh.
Oh, that's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
We'll see how it does with hot stuff too.
It's got the thickness about it I think will help
Yeah.
with the hot stuff.
Yeah. It's good.
That is good. It'd be good over ice, I think.
I think so too.
Or fresh out of the fridge.
I'm going to be
and
getting
not
some more of that.
2 hours.
I'm going to give it 7 out of 10, I think.
I love that you're like, I don't know
7.2.
the difference dairy and non-dairy eggnog. How
I looked at it for a little, not long, but I'm like,
about the giant picture of a coffee mug on it?
it says cold brew coffee.
I love that about you. Because I do the same thing.
I like it.
Yeah, that's tasty. Hey, listeners and viewers, do yourself a favor. Get some eggnog mixed with cold brew coffee. Either on purpose or by accident.
I didn't have a snack for tonight, but then tonight, this evening, an elder of our church came and gave me this. And I thought, well, we should try this. It's Ozark Mountain Peanut Butter Cup Popcorn.
Yeah, we got to do that.
You ever had anything like that?
Nope. Never had peanut butter cup popcorn.
Well, there's a piece under there for the mice.
Yeah, let's do it.
Try a little. So it looks like a piece of chocolate and maybe a piece of peanut butter.
Yeah,
You got peanut butter in my chocolate.
you got chocolate in my
I like
peanut
that we
butter.
do a snack segment, basically
We
on
should.
an accident, because it just happens. I
Well,
just
we're-
walked into the grocery store. I'm like, oh, we should try that.
We're too hungry, dads.
True.
I'm going 2 at the same time.
Yeah. I remember
This is the part of the show where nobody talks.
we have to like it because it was a gift from.
It's so good. It actually is pretty good.
Actually, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I discovered a new cereal.
Oh, I like new cereals.
Oh, wait, we got to rate. I didn't rate my nog. My nog, I'll say, is a 7.2. Where'd you go on the nog?
I literally said 7.2. First, I said
That was
7.
probably in my head from
Rookie
you saying
score.
it.
7.2.
It's like me thinking of the Rotten Tomatoes game.
Yep.
And the popcorn, I'd give a, I'd give it a 6-8.
Oh, I'm going 7.9. I like it a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's real good. So let me tell you about my new cereal discovery.
Oh, yeah.
It was discovered by my son as well, so that means it's gone now.
Oh, that's always the worst.
He eats a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Honey Maid brand, like the graham
Yeah.
crackers,
Yeah.
s'mores. Now, I was a little...
It's a cereal?
Yeah, so I was a little skeptical because I told you I don't like stuff that's flavored like the real thing. I
Yeah.
just like the real thing. So I like real s'mores, but generally I don't like s'mores flavored stuff.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
But this is like Golden Grams, Cocoa Puffs, and marshmallows. And it is a strong, strong mix.
Well, I'm getting that.
Yeah, it's real good.
Where'd you get it at? Walmart's?
Probably Walmart's. Yeah, I buy my dry goods at Walmart's.
Yeah.
I don't buy meat produce or anything like that there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Disappointed
either.
too many times.
Yeah, the steaks just, or at least at this Walmart, just don't cut it in Grand. Which you think they'd have good steaks anywhere here because we're in Nebraska.
Right. They do sell the tomahawk steak, though, which is a full cow rib
At Walmart?
with a ribeye on it. Yeah, but it's like $30 per cut.
I get all my meats at Hy-Vee because they seem to do
Because
it
you're
right.
fancy.
Well, when they got good cuts of steak.
Yeah.
Everyone on the East Coast is like, what the heck is Hy-Vee? It's like your Safeway or your. It's a nicer.
It's
grocery
a nicer
store.
grocery store.
Yeah.
What's the one that Harris Teeter?
Harris Teeter's nice.
That's-
Whole Foods is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever shopped in a Whole Foods?
Is that like a yuppie
Oh
type
yeah.
of store? Is it?
Oh yeah.
That's
In
probably
fact,
why I didn't go in.
I've always told Susan that's my tax bracket I want, that I can shop at Whole Foods and feel good about it. Top Chef, that's where they shop, Whole Foods.
Really?
I've been in there before. We had one in Kansas City, and I just walked right back out. It was just, I didn't buy one thing
Is
in
it
there.
too expensive or?
Yeah, just a little too, yeah. I mean, everything's fresh and everything's good ingredients. You're going to like what you get there, but yeah, I mean, for a broke dad, just
That
didn't
ain't your
cut
spot,
it.
yeah.
Ain't my spot. Hy-Vee, I'm
Super
right at
Saver.
Hy-Vee. I'm good.
Super Saver is a broke dad spot.
Super Saver is a broke dad spot, but they got good cuts of meat there too, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes. Not every time you go, and sometimes you're disappointed, or it's a manager special, and it's got like that green tint to it.
Yeah, you do.
Watch
see
out
that
for
there.
the manager special. Yeah,
I would for the people out east, I would relate that to like your Food Lion.
oh yeah.
It's like
It
Food
might
Lion.
even be a little lower,
It's probably a little lower,
but their produce is always looks good.
yeah. You ever shop at Aldi's?
That was a terribly constructed sentence, but their produce is always looks good.
It always looks good. Have you ever shopped at Aldi's?
Oh yeah,
Well, this is probably the worst segment we've ever done. We're just talking about grocery stores.
people are familiar with it.
Okay,
my parents love Aldi's because they have German goods in there.
I like Aldi's because you get shopping carts for 25 cents, so you can sell to homeless people for double your money. Double your money, baby. How many can you fit in the truck?
That's so.
I got
good.
$2 worth.
We're doing that.
Yeah. So Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
Just in
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I got all my stuff. I think. Are you? Last we talked, you had nothing.
So my wife generally does all the shopping.
Yeah.
She does all the decorating. She does all of the wrapping. Mm-hmm. I'm in charge of.
Tupac or Biggie?
Yeah.
That was a dad joke right there.
That was. It was pretty good though. I'm in charge of like the budget. She'll just check in like, "Hey, we're good,
That's the worst job, to be in charge of the budget.
right? I'm going to go spend this. We're good."
Yeah.
Yep. So that's my part, which is maybe the easiest part because I'm just looking at numbers.
Yeah.
Right. She's doing all the hard stuff. So, but I do have to shop for her, and I generally do that on Christmas Eve.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the tradition I had with my dad. My dad and I would go to IHOP early in the morning,
Yeah.
and we would shop for gifts for my mom and my two sisters, whatever he was getting for them, or we were getting for them.
Sounds like the worst plan ever.
It was always delightful.
Huh.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be fun hanging out, but like, you probably got to search 8 stores for the thing you thought of because
It always works out.
Really? Okay.
yeah, it always works.
You're
out.
doing that this year too?
Yeah,
Wow.
Friday morning, heading out.
Huh.
I'm gonna hit a diner, keep the tradition alive,
Yeah.
and then I know exactly where I'm going and what I'm getting.
Is Zeke gonna accompany you?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Well,
So
if
it's going to be an early start.
you need company at the diner, I'm
Yeah?
there. I would do it.
All right.
Yeah.
I like your style.
They got Tommy's Diner here. Is always a good one.
Yeah.
There's a place called
I might be going
Daughter.
to Kearney. Well, I know I'm going to Kearney, so
That's a better
might
spot to shop.
find
for
a
sure.
diner there. There's got to be a good one there.
Don't eat at Daylight Donut. I probably shouldn't call them out, but I ate at Daylight Donut.
I've seen them.
Didn't
Not
like
good?
it.
Really?
Didn't like that one, at least in Kearney. Maybe I just hit a bad day. They weren't overly friendly in there either.
The King Buffet in Kearney is the Chinese buffet there.
Oh, is it good? Oh,
Everything is kind of the same mushy texture.
yeah.
No bueno.
Well, the Wendy's is great. That's a.
Wendy's is solid across the
They
country.
changed their fries at Wendy's, by the way.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like them.
Okay.
I think they taste a little boardwalky,
Ooh.
a little peanut oily.
Yeah.
We should probably get into some Christmas
We
talk. I'd
should.
imagine.
Yeah. Here we are talking
So we
about
got-
food again.
We got some plans for Christmas. We got some family coming in. This week is always crazy for me, and I'm so glad when Christmas Eve services are over because it's like I can actually relax. I'm not doing anything next week
Yeah.
other than the podcast. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to take some
We're
time
gonna have a couple
off.
poker nights.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that.
Maybe we should record those. Those might be entertaining. We can decide after if we want to release them. But,
Right.
That'd be kind of.
Yeah, when all the guys are in town, we got to have a poker
Gotta have
night.
poker. I'm down.
Zeke likes to play now.
Yeah.
Ryan gets in on the action.
All right.
So
Ooh,
yeah.
we'll have a big game now.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And it's a buy-in.
Oh.
I'm just made that decision now,
All
but
right. Not a very broke dad decision there, but.
be a $5 buy-in.
But I was thinking some Christmas questions that I'll throw at you, and I haven't really thought of the answers either, so I'm not.
Okay.
I have a couple, but what's your best Christmas memory?
Best Christmas memory. I loved the house, my great-grandparents' house in Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
The whole family would go there. I told you the story about Thanksgiving and my grandfather throwing a loaf of bread at me before dinner.
Yep.
It was in that house. It was like this perfect house. So you walk in the front door, and it had like a wraparound staircase to the second floor.
that's
So
always
that's where
good.
the tree went. And my grandfather would get like a 12-foot tall Christmas tree that filled that spot.
Yep.
We'd have, I don't know how many people, 20 or 30 people there on Christmas Day. And so that was.
But sometimes it's good, sometimes not so good.
Well, they would come and then they would leave.
Oh,
right.
okay.
It wasn't like the whole day thing.
Yeah.
We've made that mistake as a family, right?
Oh,
where
yeah.
we would pack 22 people in one house
Holy
for
crap.
a whole week.
Yeah.
And expect that nothing was going to go wrong.
Yeah.
And generally stuff.
After the second or third Christmas, we're like, I think 3 days is the max for everyone.
Yeah. Because you're just on top of each other. And
Eventually, luggage starts flying, and
true story. But hey, we can laugh about it now.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I love that. And I remember as a kid, I would get to open one gift on Christmas Eve.
yeah, we did that too.
And it was generally like pajamas
Yep.
for Christmas Eve. And I remember getting the Superman pajamas with the Velcro cape
nice.
at that house. That was like a big moment for me when I was like 6 or 7 years old. Right?
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ingrained. And then my grandparents sold that house and moved to California, and I was mad at my grandfather for selling Christmas.
He sold Christmas.
Yeah.
I think the one that sticks out is our second Christmas here, which was only 2 or 3 years ago, and we got the kids a Switch, and just seeing they did not think we were getting a Switch.
Yeah.
And just seeing, even my daughter was like, their eyes were like, holy
Just
crap,
the-
and
yeah,
jumping up.
shock.
And I know it shouldn't be around, excitement over a gift, but like it was a fun Christmas.
Well,
and then they lit it up all day, man. They were
Yeah.
playing that Switch, and they loved it. And it just, it was nice to
It
give
feels
them something
good
that
when
they loved.
when they're not expecting it.
It blew their minds.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a pretty fun one. Then we just hung out. I always like the Christmases where you just hang out.
Yeah,
it
that's
can
good.
get this one probably gonna be a little busy this year. We're all having dinner at the church and might be a little busy. I gotta
Yeah.
cook a turkey, which I'm okay with. I like cooking, but
You got that butter recipe for your
Oh,
turkey, and you're
try it
using
out.
real butter this time.
real butter. None of
Yeah.
that none of that fake stuff. Although the fake stuff was good.
Am I supposed to do bacon canopies?
Yeah, well, that's assumed for that and Christmas Eve. You better
Oh, I gotta
Christmas
double
Eve,
up?
not Christmas Eve, for Christmas Day or Christmas
New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve, you gotta. Or
Yeah.
maybe I'll do it. I can do it New Year's Eve
I can do it.
since I'm.
Put
gonna
my
have
kids
some
on
free
it. They're off
Oh,
work and
yeah.
school. Just hey, make this product.
I expect bacon canopies at some
There
point.
it is. You threw it
In
down.
fact,
Has
in
to
fact,
happen.
we should save some for the podcast next Wednesday if you do some for this weekend.
It's hard to save. It's
is.
real hard to set some of those aside. They're so good.
It is, and they're pretty good reheated.
Yeah.
After
I
about
eat
2 or
'em
3
cold.
days, they get a little crispity crunchity.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What's your worst Christmas?
Worst Christmas.
I got one while
That's a
you're
tough
thinking
one.
of-
Yeah, you tell yours.
And you
I'll
probably
think about
remember this. It was probably 2008-ish. We were living in Nashville, and Susan and I had flown back, and we actually had Christmas at your house. Your kids were young, so it was fun.
it. Yeah.
We had a good time, but I had to fly back Christmas Day at like 2 p.m. So we woke up, we had Christmas, and then the whole morning I'm just like, oh, I got to drive. And we had to drive to Baltimore, so I had to leave at
To
like
get to the airport. Yeah.
10 or 11, and it sucked.
Where were you living? Nashville.
Nashville, but Susan stayed behind. So it was just me flying back on Christmas Day, and then Christmas night, just hanging out in my apartment. It sucked. I just remember being like, and I had to go to work the next day, and it was just like no one else was at work, and that was probably my worst Christmas.
Yeah.
It was fun, Christmas morning, but yeah.
I don't know if I have a worst Christmas memory. I remember getting a gift that I had asked for, and the utter disappointment that it wasn't what I asked for, but I had learned a valuable lesson. So I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
So I asked for a pair of Jordans. I was very young, wanted a pair of Jordan sneakers, and my mom, who did not have an idea about like pop culture or
Yeah.
NBA players at that time or what shoes were cool.
She does
or
now.
not.
She's a big Jordan fan now.
Yeah. She's got a whole collection.
Yeah.
But she bought a pair of Jordache sneakers.
Oh.
Didn't even know Jordache made sneakers.
That's hilarious.
So I have this shoebox.
She probably searched high and low for those
Right,
Jordashes.
she found them, and her face. She was so excited as I was getting ready to open this gift, and so
awesome.
to me that was like, "Hey, I'm opening up a pair of Jordans."
Yeah.
And so I opened this shoebox up, and I'm looking at a pair of Jordache, and I don't want to disappoint my mom, but I also don't want to pretend to be excited and have her expect me to wear these things because that wasn't going to happen either, right? So I'm just staring at this box, and she can tell that it's not the thing that I asked for. And she was, I mean, her anticipation for me to open this because it was exactly what I asked for.
Weeks or days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm just staring at this thing, and I look up at her, and I can see like tears coming in her eyes, and I'm like, oh no, like, what do I do, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, is it not right? I said, no, these are Jordache, not Jordan.
Oh,
and you know the lesson I learned there is my dad looked at my mom, and said,
Freudian slip.
Said I'll wear those shoes.
Oh.
And he wore those shoes until the soles fell off of those things.
Nice.
Yep.
Took one for the team.
Took one for the team. Old Wolfgang.
Have you ever celebrated Christmas on a day that's not Christmas?
Yeah, I think like when you have like friends and family, and you
Mm-hmm.
do Christmas with this family, and it's like a week early, or
But you don't celebrate it on Christmas. Have you ever had that experience?
oh no, I've always
had
had Christmas on Christmas.
Daisy's first birthday, we were actually living with family for a while we were looking for our next step.
Yeah.
And it was Daisy's first Christmas, and I was working at the rehab for alcoholics, and that sounded like I was drunk when I said alcoholics.
What's in this coffee eggnog?
Yeah. Which a job I really liked, but they offered me time and a half to work Christmas Day, and
Yeah.
I was like, Daisy's not going to remember it. And so I was like, it's not a big deal. So I worked Christmas Day, and I remember the next day when we celebrated Christmas, it was the weirdest feeling ever because it's like you knew and
it's
like
not, but
Daisy
you're still
didn't
doing it.
care.
Right.
She's 1 year old, but you just knew it wasn't Christmas. But
Yeah.
you're celebrating Christmas. It's like, have you ever had that experience where you're like at camp or something and everyone leaves and you're still hanging out? And it's like there was a bunch of energy there.
Right.
And
And
it's
it's
gone,
gone.
and you're the only one there. It felt like that.
There
It
was
was
no
like,
Christmas energy.
this isn't, no Christmas energy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that wasn't a great Christmas, but I made time and a half, so
right. The next paycheck
could be
was good.
worse. What's the best present you ever got?
The best Christmas present. Do you have one on your list?
Yeah,
while
I do.
Think? All right, you go first.
So I got 3 that really stood out, all from my wife, Susan.
All right.
And the first is she got me a guitar. Actually, that might have been my birthday now I'm thinking about it, but she got me a guitar on our first marriage birthday.
Yeah.
And it was a guitar I wanted for a long time. One time I opened, and she had opened a present. She had got me Jerry Seinfeld tickets. So we drove to Terre Haute, Indiana, and saw Jerry Seinfeld. That was pretty
stand-up.
cool.
Wow.
And then one time in, I think it's 2004, she got me tickets to see Conan O'Brien, who I was really into at the time. Still like him, but yeah. So we
So
went
that
and
was
saw Conan O'Brien.
04. What are the years of those gifts about?
04, probably 07 for Jerry Seinfeld, and then I guess 04 for the guitar too. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe Conan was 06.
So then you had a
Probably
bunch of kids, and you haven't had really good gifts since
I
then.
don't get gifts, which is fine because my wife's always like, "What can I get you something?" I'm like,
Yeah.
I get things throughout the year that I want.
Right.
Like if I need a drill, I get a drill.
Right.
So I don't need Christmas stuff. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to get me something, but yeah, we're always broke because we
Get the
spend
kids
all the money on the
stuff and-
kids. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a djembe for Christmas once. I loved that. I still use it. And my wife always does really good with like stuff that I
Yeah.
need, or you know what she's really good at is I'll mention something like in July.
Oh,
Like, oh, that'd be good.
yeah.
That's a cool thing. I'd like to have that. And then I forget that I mentioned it and forgot all about the thing, and she's got it.
Yeah.
So she does that all the time. And I love shoes, and she always gets me good
You-
shoes too.
Yeah, you're easy with that, with
Yeah.
shoes. My kids have reached that age where they're kind of hard. So I think your kids probably are at the age where they're getting easier because
It's
they probably just tell you
easier.
exactly
It's
what
just
they
more
want.
expensive.
Yeah, it's more expensive.
Right, because their interests
Yeah.
become more expensive naturally. So there's fewer gifts because they're pricier items.
See, Jesse and Daisy, my 2 oldest, they're hitting the stage where they don't really want toys as much anymore.
Right.
but they don't really know what they want. They're not really into anything, and I can only get so many anime books. And not that that's what I got you, Daisy, if you're listening before Christmas.
Socks and underwear.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So they're at that awkward stage where I really don't know what to get them.
I love a brand new pack of socks. Yeah,
I do too.
I don't hate on that.
Yeah. I'm good with socks.
If you get a new pair of socks and a new pair of shoes, that's a special feeling all day.
Special all day.
It really is.
I don't know that I've ever gotten new shoes at Christmas.
Oh.
I'm not a shoe guy. I'll wear my Converse for 2 years and I'll get a new pair.
Yeah. So I wear all my shoes for a long time, but I just love shoes. And I used to have a pretty good collection of shoes before we had a house fire. And we lost a bunch of them. My favorite pair of shoes were the lime green loafers that I wore
those.
on St.
You had to
Patrick's
get rid
Day.
of those?
Yeah, they couldn't be restored. They had smoke damage.
I don't understand smoke damage. Does that just mean they smell smoky? Or they really were damaged from the
They
smoke?
just smell terrible.
Oh.
Like overwhelming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I was wearing them right now, this whole room would smell like.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smell like smoke. Yep.
What's the worst present you ever got? Do you know?
Jordache sneakers.
I was trying to think
I
the
feel
worst
guilty saying
president.
that. I don't think that was the worst, but
It sticks out. Yeah.
yeah, it's just that moment.
There's a thought that counts, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've gotten some goofy gifts, almost like, why'd you bother?
Yeah.
Right. But generally not like from close family, like somebody like acquaintance.
Sure.
Sometimes people you work with will get you something and you're like, I didn't need a 3-pack of golf balls.
Yeah. We had a lady that, I don't even know if they're alive anymore, but I knew she didn't have money, but she'd always give our family gifts.
Yeah.
And it was like, I always felt
you feel
bad
guilty,
opening,
right?
and they were crappy gifts, but they were from the heart. So they was like, you know what? It's nice that she got me this bottle of Tabasco sauce. Like,
Ooh.
well, that wasn't,
Right.
That's, they
Something
weren't-
like
I
that,
guess they
yeah.
weren't horrible gifts. They were from the heart. It was
Yeah.
good, but I always felt bad opening because,
Right.
I know she didn't have money. Why'd she get me a gift? Like, yeah.
My grandfather always wore the color red.
Oh.
I think that was after his hair had turned from red to white. And
Oh,
so
he
it
had to
didn't
represent.
clash with his own head. But he would buy me a lot of red stuff, and I would never wear red.
Yeah, because red on red.
Red on orange hair, it was a bad look.
Yeah.
And so at some point I had to say, hey, Grandpa, here's the deal. Until my hair turns white, I'm not wearing any of this stuff.
Is that grandpa still around today?
He's not. He passed away 7 years ago, I think.
So he didn't get the chance to.
Big G.
Before you turned white.
Big Grandpa, yep.
This would have been his heyday.
Yeah, he told me at 44 your hair will be completely white. And I'm 42 now, and it's halfway there. So
Yep. He'll be there.
yeah, he was dead on.
But now every time you wear red, you can think of him.
Yeah, think about Big G.
What's the worst present you ever gave?
Oh.
I got one.
Yeah?
This made me think of the question, and I think about it all the time because it's sitting in my dad's office. There was one year that we were dead broke.
Yeah.
And we were given this, it's like this boat. It's like a golden boat.
Yeah.
Little statue thing. You probably see it in his office. And it was given to us, and I just didn't know what to get my dad, and I didn't have any money to get him anything, so I gave it to him. And I remember him unwrapping it and me just thinking, this is the dumbest thing I've ever given
And he
to
still
someone.
has it on his
has
desk.
no sentimental value, but
Yeah.
it's the only thing I could give him, and it's just all I had.
Right.
And he still has it sitting on his desk. So now it's kind of it has meaning.
There's a
now.
lesson. Yeah. Lesson in that.
But yeah.
The worst gift I ever gave, I don't know. There's probably a long list of people that have smiled and nodded and really shown appreciation. They're like, this was terrible. 'Cause
Are you a good gift giver, you think?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
My wife is so much better at it because she remembers those things from July,
Yeah.
right? When the kids, or when I say, hey, that's cool. I'd like to have that someday.
Yeah.
She remembers that stuff, or she makes a note, and she's all about it. And she's really good at that stuff. And I'm not. I'm like day of. Although not for her.
Yeah.
For her, I'm generally getting some stuff, weeks in advance, getting the ideas, or she'll even send me pictures like, I would like this thing for Christmas, right? And that's helpful because
that is.
I'm real bad at shopping, and
I'm bad to buy for because, like I said, like Susan will be asking. I'll tell her, okay, well, get me this, or I don't like surprises, so I'm not big on. I don't want to wait for Christmas. Just get me what I need, or if you get, I don't like gifts. I sound like a super big diva right now, a douchebag, but I don't like gifts I can't use. You know what I mean? Like a gift that doesn't really have a purpose.
like a wall hanging.
Something that's like, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
what am I
Gotta
going
be
to
able
do
to
with
use it. Yeah, what am I going to, it's just going to sit over there. But yeah.
Maybe the best Christmas for us in recent memory was when I was unemployed a few years ago.
Yeah.
And Honey and I were like, I don't know how we're going to do it, right? I got laid off the beginning of November.
Yep.
And man, it was tough. We were supposed to drive out here. We were living in New York, supposed to drive out the Midwest. I'm like, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And then your family, man, everybody came together. I think maybe
Mostly me, but yeah, I mean,
was it you?
That wasn't me.
Yeah, I think it was your sister, and it kind of motivated a bunch of other people to get involved. And I mean, people I don't even know. I still don't know to this day that.
Yeah.
You know, she said put a list together on.
Oh
Amazon,
yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Right. Put an Amazon, and so we put all the gifts our kids wanted on like an Amazon wish list.
Yeah.
And people that I still don't know to this day.
Nice.
Like bought up that list and shipped them out here and made a way for us to travel out here.
What a heartfelt episode we've had here tonight.
That was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had moments like that. I remember 2 Christmases where, there's one in particular, I think it was like 2013, where our whole family was getting together out east, or I think it was my wife's family or something. They were all going to be at my in-laws, and we weren't going to be able to go, but other people were gone, and we were like, we just didn't have the money. And then it was like, I think it was 2 or 3 days before Christmas, we opened our mail, and there was a golden envelope with $500 in it. And gas was a little cheaper back then.
Yeah, seriously.
So we made it there, and we surprised her parents. And it's still, I have it on video, where we actually drove through the night Christmas Eve.
Oh, really?
Got
to get there
Christmas
morning? Oh, wow.
And they walked. I might have it backward. Yeah, I think it was Christmas morning, and they walked around the corner in their house, and we were standing right there, and they were like, "What the heck?" Like, it was one of the best ever.
Was the golden ticket envelope somebody you knew?
I don't know.
Or was it just
anonymous?
Anonymous.
I've had 2 of those.
That's awesome.
In the past, like 15 years, where I just get an anonymous envelope, and I think both of them have been $500. So, anonymous, if you're out there, I could use $500. I'm always good for $500.
I mean, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
But keep it coming.
That was awesome. I mean, that was fun because I like being spontaneous like that. Like when you're planning on staying home for Christmas, and you're like, let's get the heck out of town. We only had 2 kids. It was a little easier, but we got the heck out of there, and
that's
it was
awesome.
fun. Maybe we had 3 kids. I don't remember.
Where were you living then?
Gardner, Kansas.
So you drove through the night from Kansas to Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Wow.
That's back when I could do that. I can't really do that anymore. But yeah.
Maybe with Coffee Nog.
Coffee Nog.
You might get you through. I wonder is there caffeine?
We should probably trade some gifts at this point. Oh, I'm sure there's caffeine if
it's Coffee Nog.
Yeah.
Colombian coffee. It's got to be caffeinated. Yeah, let's exchange gifts.
Okay, so we went. Did you go the funny route?
No.
Oh. You went serious?
No, not serious. I just went with something I mentioned.
Oh. Well, I can go first. You want to go first?
Here, I will give you this.
Okay.
That's for you.
Okay.
I wrapped it myself.
Don't open yet because I want to intro each one.
So I mentioned this. You said, I didn't know they did that there, and we had a $5 limit. So you got...
Oh, I was just looking at these the other day.
5 different bags of gummies.
I'm down with gummies. It's the gift that keeps on giving for at least a month.
I got you 5. That'll last you a month? That's a bag
maybe.
a week?
Okay. Star Mix.
That's a Star Mix.
Down with that.
That's all the favorites in one.
Oh, my son just got one of those yesterday. Watermelon. Can't go wrong with that.
Yep.
Fizzy Cola. Oh, and it's extra sugary. Sour and tangy.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
And
I told you about the frogs.
Haribo frogs. That's right.
It's got the white bottom frogs.
Yep. A little marshmallow.
And the berries.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, man.
I think we both did the Five Below route.
Well, I mean, it's hard not to do that when we say $5 limit, and there's a store that starts with the number 5, right?
I love these.
Oh, you like the berries?
I love them.
Yeah.
They taste like berries.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They got to be good for you. It's like Sunkist. Tastes like it's good for you.
Yeah, it does. All right, so the first one.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest.
The top one?
I went over the limit because I couldn't. No, don't go with that one. So that's one you can actually use. This one, now listen.
Are you giving a disclaimer on the gift?
This gift.
You even wrote on here.
It's going to seem like a joke. All right? I didn't write on there. Daisy wrapped them. What does she write? Oh, to Christoph from Josh.
To Christoph. The number 2, Christoph from Josh.
It's going to seem like a joke, but listen.
Yeah.
I see you.
Okay.
You are seen.
I am seen. You see me, you hear me.
We may have people cancel their subscriptions after this. But go
After
ahead.
this gift right here?
After this gift, let's see.
All right.
I see you. Live your You're free to be you, man. Let your freak flag fry.
Fly.
Fry.
Um,
Why don't you show it to the camera so everyone get a shot at it?
So Josh gave me a book entitled Free to Be Me with a rainbow on it. And it says an LGBTQ plus journal of love, pride, and finding your inner rainbow.
Look, I'm not assuming you might be in the plus category, whatever that is.
Yeah, and now there's other
That's gonna
symbols,
find
right?
yourself. Oh,
Wow.
There's everything. So,
And your daughter saw this because she wrapped it. What did she have thoughts?
well, we both were looking for something for you, and
Yeah.
we both cracked up as soon as we saw that.
Yeah.
Because we thought it was a funny gift to give you in particular. So it was, we had fun with that. What are you gonna do with that?
Rainbow donuts and the world's sassiest dinosaur.
I'm sure they got some great articles in there.
Thank you.
Free to
Thank
be
you
you.
so much, Josh.
But I couldn't just get you that.
It's very, very, very thoughtful.
As we discussed, I like to give gifts of things that you can use.
Yeah.
So that's where that next one comes
Oh,
in.
this is one I can use.
That's
it's
something.
a pen for the journal.
That would have been a good idea, actually.
All right.
I thought of you as soon as I saw this.
The condiment dipping clip. It fits on your vent in your car. You can fill it with ketchup or whatever other condiment you want.
You just put your sweet and sour sauce or your ranch in there.
And it's a 2-pack. Look at that thing.
You're in your
folks.
car a lot. I thought, you know what? I know you eat out a lot.
I am
like
in my
me.
car hours a day.
And I've thought that before. Like, there's not a good spot in a car to put that. And I saw that. I thought, you know what?
That's
a true
awesome.
gift right there.
That really is.
That's a true gift.
That will be used tomorrow. That might be used on my way home tonight.
That
That's
might be-
awesome.
Anyway, I thought that was
I
pretty
like it.
funny, too.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, we exchanged gifts. And I guess that's probably a wrap for this episode, for the Christmas episode. You got anything else to share Christmas-wise?
No. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed time with friends and family.
Yep, and this is our last episode ever. So enjoy. Oh no, it's not. I guess we're gonna keep going. Yeah, keep listening. Share the show, and I guess I should say stuff like that at the end of a show. Share the show, and Merry Christmas. And I feel like I'm just rambling at this point.
Yeah, share
But,
it with people. Let people know. This can be your Christmas gift to others, and telling them about Two Broke Dads and how much joy we bring you.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's a good point, Christoph, and a good point to go out on as we wrap up this episode.
You like a newscaster?
That's right.
All
We
right.
wrap up this episode, and as usual, we're going to keep it on.
The Gooch, baby.
Merry Christmas. Peace. I love them.
Yeah.
They taste like berries.